Well, that is not what journalists do. That is not what journalists are meant to do. Journalists are meant to probe and press for the evidence, regardless of who is in power. That's the purpose of places like CNN. That's the reason why we need independent newsrooms in this country. It's why other countries suffer when they don't have them. For more on that and a lot of other stories, David Zurawik is here with me. David, I couldn't believe this. These Biden administration aides just saying, just trust us, believe us. That is not our role.
Brian, it's absolutely not our role, and it's more important than ever that we never give in to that. I think the Biden administration thought just because they weren't Trump, they were going to get some kind of free ride, and it's outrageous. You know, Lyndon Johnson said trust him on Vietnam, him and General Westmoreland. You know, the light of the end of the tunnel, we're going to win. No, we trust no one. That is exactly what we do, and here's why it's so important today, Brian. In my 45 years, I've never seen a crisis like the one we are now in with disinformation and misinformation. Almost every story that in the news, from Joe Rogan to this one, the pushback from the Biden White House, involves disinformation and misinformation. Our challenge is bigger than ever to find the truth in this sea of disinformation that the country is really drowning in.
I want to end the hour with a final thought, and I'm going to go a little bit rogue here, so bear with me, okay? Jeff Zucker's departure was shocking to the staff of CNN. But CNN was not built by just one man, not by only Ted Turner, and it was not led only by Jeff Zucker. CNN is so much bigger than any single individual. It is about teams and teams of people, thousands of individuals who make up CNN. This place is not perfect. It will never be perfect. We will always have flaws. We will always screw up. We will always have to run corrections. We will always have to keep working to make it better and better and better every single day. That is the goal. But the people who say we're lacking journalism, that we've become an all talk channel, that we've run off and we're all opinions all the time, that Jeff Zucker led us astray, those people aren't watching CNN. They're not watching CNN. They're watching complaints about CNN on other channels that don't know what they're talking about. That's the truth. Let's put the map up on screen of bureaus around the world. CNN has more bureaus around the world than almost any other news organization on the planet. That map covers the world. London and Moscow and Hong Kong and Beijing and Nairobi and all the rest. That's why one of the network's slogans is "Go there." On the day Jeff Zucker resigned, CNN aired more than 135 reporter hits, 135 reporters in the US and around the world. I'm talking about dozens of live shots from international correspondents in just one day. On the day Jeff Zucker resigned, CNN published more than 215 stories on the website, nearly 90 original videos. That's a hell of a lot of news. It's a hell of a lot of journalism. Do some of the anchors say provocative things? Yes. Do some of those clips get played over and over again on other channels and mislead people about what CNN actually is? Yes. CNN is the reporters and the producers and the production assistants and the writers and the editors and the technical directors. CNN is the executives, and it's the interns and everybody in between who keeps this place running 24/7. So when something horrible happens in the world or when something wonderful happens in the world, you know where to turn. That's what CNN is. We lost our leader this week, but we're not going anywhere. So we'll see you back here next week.